A mission without borders. Saint Francis of Assisi in the eyes of Pope Francis. Saint Francis is the example par excellence of care for the vulnerable and an integral ecology lived out joyfully and authentically. He was particularly concerned for God's creation and the poor and outcasts. What is more, Saint Francis, faithful to Scripture, invites us to see nature as a magnificent book in which God speaks to us and grants us a glimpse of His infinite beauty and goodness. Saint Francis' fidelity to his Lord was commensurate with his love for his brothers and sisters. Francis did not wage a war of words aimed at imposing doctrines. He simply spread the love of God. Francis was able to welcome true peace into his heart and free himself of the desire to wield power over others. My brothers, birds, you should praise your Creator very much. He gave you feathers to clothe you and wings to make you fly. Saint Francis used to preach to the creatures and tell them to praise and thank God all the while for each and every blessing. He gave you feathers to clothe you and wings to make you fly. Laudato Si conveys authoritative teaching by the Church, which all Catholics are meant to consider for their own lives. This is addressed usually to the whole Church, as Pope Francis says, I wish to address every person living on the plane. This is the first encyclical to specifically focus on the environment, but it links environmental concerns with issues of social justice and economic equality. It explains climate change as a largely human-made symptom of what is wrong in the world today, including social and economic injustice. It also places it within the wider picture of ecological damage caused by waste, pollution, biodiversity loss, and toxic chemicals. Take care of God's creation, but above all, take care of people in need. The key idea of integral ecology, i.e., that people and the planet are part of one family where the earth is our common home. It invites people to protect God's creation for future generations, to embrace a lifestyle change for their own good, and to take care of people who are poor and more vulnerable. Laudato Si is part of wider efforts by faith communities worldwide to engage more deeply on these issues.